I'm going to measure 8.5 and across. And I'm going to label that my chest line. And then this pattern is comprising of the front and back pattern. We are drafting half of the front, half of the back on this pattern. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to input all my vertical measurements. That's my shoulder to bust point. Our shoulder to bust point is 10. So I'm going to input 10. And don't forget, this 10 is just going to be on the front pattern because we don't have bust at the back. So if you are looking for how to know how to divide this pattern, I don't want to divide this pattern, but if you want to divide this pattern from your bust circumference and your hip circumference, look for the one that is bigger. The one that is bigger, divide it by 2 and add 2 or 4 inches. I'm going to go ahead and input 9.5 here. From my back waistline too, I'm going to go ahead 9.5. I'm going to go ahead and do 9.5 like this too. Don't forget that we also did this where I'm going to attach my pattern. Yes, thank you. This scissors is not scissors. Please, I need another paper scissors. Don't cut it into small. I just want to hold it down. Thank you. Let me hold it. Okay. Okay. Now let's determine we want to allocate some parts of our body on this pattern. Now on our hip measurement, I want to determine this is my actual hip, but I need my upper hip. So I'm going to go up by 2 inches from my upper hip. Go up by 2 inches from your upper hip. From your actual hip, thank you. Shows that you are following me. Even though na mistake I make. And we are going to label that. We are going to do upper hip. And we are going to do actual hip. Now, you will agree with me that if we take our knee measurement on our knee, we won't be able to walk. So on our knee, I'm going to go up by, depending on how much I want, I'm going to go up by 3 to 4 inches. So for this, I'm going to go up by 4 inches. 4 inches. And I'm going to label that my upper knee. I'm going to go up by my upper knee. Yeah, if you can jot down some basics, you can. I have my upper knee and my actual knee. It's not hard though. It's not hard at all. And then from my actual knee, I'm going to go down by 5 inches, and that is going to be my gown length. That's going to be my. You see some gown that they make that omakoja orukun desale. Yes, that's what we are going to achieve with these 5 inches. Now, if you have these 5 inches, you can always tell what the length you want, what it will be. You understand? This is our gown length. This is all our vertical measurement that we can fold this thing in. We can fold it inside this.
Uh-huh. Okay, these are all our vertical measurements. Now let's input our horizontal measurements. And we don't have much of it. We have the with the shoulder distance. Our shoulder distance is 15.5. We are going to divide that by 2, and it's going to give us 7.75, right? 7.75. I'm going to take the same thing on my chest line. I'm going to do the same thing for my back. I'm doing it simultaneously so that by the time anything changes from both patterns, you will be able to tell that wọ́n ṣe báyìí fún front, wọ́n ṣe fún back. Now, for the front pattern, we are going to determine our shoulder slope. Shoulder slope for the front pattern is 1.5. Shoulder slope for front pattern every time is 1.5. All measurements 1.5 for the front is 1.5, and for the back is 1. Now, why? There's always a reason why we do anything. In the front, we have the bust that tend to draw out clothes, to draw back clothes. And that is why you see some people, by the time they show their shoulder, it tends to move to the back or to the front. Do you understand? It tends to move to the front rather. Do you understand? So pattern corrects some of our some mistakes on our pattern. And then from here to here, I'm going to draw line to my shoulder slope. I'm going to do the same thing. Ẹjọ́ ibi tó bá ti ń dàrú, please draw me back. Ask question. Don't wait till we finish this class before you ask your question. Now, somebody asked, how do we determine our neckline? We have seen some cases whereby normal round neck la fẹ́ ṣe, but ó ń choke ẹlòmíì. Why? Because we have done 3 by 3. 3 by 3 does not work for everybody. What do you do with your bust circumference? Divide your bust circumference by 12. Your bust circumference divided by 12. Whatever it gives you is what you use as your neck width and your neck depth in the front. Nǹkan tí mo sọ ti yé wa, bust circumference wa, we are going to divide it by 12. For this person now, 36 divided by 12 give us 3. That 3 by 3 works for her. Somebody like me, my bust circumference is 40. 40 divided by 12 gives me 3.25 something. Do you understand? So if I do 3 by 3, it will choke me. Do you understand? So now we are going to do 3 by 3. 1 BB by E. Nǹkan tá a divide bust circumference wa divided by. We are going to be doing our own here. There is no class without assignment. We are going to be doing our own pattern here too. My other ruler. And then the placement, I like this curve ruler because it's multi-purpose. Yes, the round is always round very well. Yes, and that is our neckline for the front. She has to get it back, she gets neckline. Now for the back too, I'm going to get my 3, and our back neck depth is 1. And look at how I'm going to use my my curve ruler. Sorry. Did you see? And then I'm going to connect it. Ó ti ń jọbọ àbí? Ó ti ń jọ nǹkan tá a mọ̀ normal. All right, so we are going to go ahead now and input our ibi tí iṣẹ́ wà lélẹ́yìí o. Remember that we took across bust circumference, and then we took across bust. Now our bust circumference here is 36, and then our across bust is 18.5. Now if I take away 18.5 from is 17.5, abi. Now this is our across bust in the front. This one for the front, I'm going to divide it by 2. This one for the back, I'm going to divide it by 2. So nǹkan tí n bá get in bíbí báyìí ni mo máa wọ̀n síwájú. Nǹkan tí mo bá get in bíbí báyìí, òun ni mo máa wọ̀n sẹ́yìn. Kò le o. It's not hard at all. 36 ni full, and whatever you get, it is it. Like my own now, ó dàbí nǹkan tí mo máa get, ó dàbí kí n get 20 níbì kan, kí n máa get 18 níbì kan. No matter what the difference is, that is what you will use. For this person now, kò pọ̀ rárá. It's just 0.5. It's just 0.5. Ó yá, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo hip wọn. Ẹ máa rí pé hip yẹn pọ̀. Our hip is 39. The same thing tá a ṣe fún iwájú fún òkè, òun náà la máa ṣe fún. I'm now going to take away 22. Is it 22? Yes. No, it can't be 27. 27, no. 39 minus 22 calculation mi ò débi nígbà orí mi ò gbé.
17.
We have 17 abi. Now this is 17 for front, then 22 for back. Báwo la ṣe máa differentiate ẹ̀? Èyí tó bá pọ̀ jù la máa gbé síwájú fókè. Èyí tó bá pọ̀ jù la máa gbé fẹ́yìn nísàlẹ̀. Kò le rárá, kò lọ́fà. So this one divided by 2. Nǹkan ẹ bá mi, who is our mathematician here? 11 lélẹ̀. Eléyìí náà 11 ni.
11.
Eléyìí 8.5. Eléyìí máa fún wa ní 8.75 báyìí. Àbí?
8.75.
Eléyìí
9.25.
there's 25 new. There's nothing like 25. Jẹ́ káwọn mathematician gbà yín. Okay, so we cannot make mistakes here. That's why we have to be very careful. 0.5 lo tó miss nínú méjèèjì yẹn is very very important. Please, table yóò dúró dáadáa o. Iwájú. Ẹ mọ̀ pé wájú la wà yín is 8.5. A máa mú 8.5. A máa mú 8.5. A máa ṣe síbi yìí báyìí. Ó máa bend bákan o. Ẹ má worry. Ẹ má fọ́. Ẹ má panic. Okay, that's what we'll be having. Now, before we do the same thing for the back, there are some things that we need to correct from our back pattern. There's this thing we used to have on our back. So my zip bulge. If you want to sit down, please sit. Zip bulge. We need to correct it. Now, on our back waist length, we are going to come inside by 0.75. Now, this is a standard. Standard means that it can be walked around. So I'm going to stick to 0.75 as our standard first. Now, my wa ṣe be that. Ma ṣe be that by. To my upper hip. Yes, it's not getting to my actual hip. It's not getting to my actual hip. It's getting to my upper hip. Did we see that? Now, yes, from neckline to your upper hip. And then I'm going to go in and input what we have. For the front, for the back, we have 8.75. Who is enjoying this pattern already? Videographer is enjoying it. So on the upper part, we are going to, on the upper hip, we are going to input 11 here. Now, this mistake is not what you want to make. Oh. If you go and put this one that is supposed to be at the back, you go and put it at the front. Check out discover before you cut clothes. Okay. Now, are you still with me?
Yes.
Stay with me. We are getting somewhere. Now, our bust plan here is
7.
7. Okay. So we are going to divide our 7 by 2. Everybody that does free hand do that, Sabi. So we have 3.5. For the back, I'm going to do 3.5 here like this. So it is from this back tightening. The mo ti mú 3.5 mi o. Ẹ ti rí. Mi mú after this zipper bulge tí mo mú. Àbí back tightening tí mo mú ni mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ti fi 3.5 mi ṣe láti dìrí báyìí. But mo wá fẹ́ get dark line mi. My dark line must be a straight line. So màá wá dá padà sí ibi kí n wò pé kí ni mo get. I have 4.25. So I'm going to bring my 4.25 here. I'm going to bring it here to the chest line for the back. And I'm going to do a straight line. Now, my straight line means kó thick jù. Torí mo yìí máa parẹ́. Mo yìí máa pa ibì kan rẹ́ ńbẹ̀. Now, I'm coming back to the front. You pause there for the back. For the front, 3.5 lani. So I'm going to take 3.5. Yes. I'm going to take it to my bust point, not to my chest line. For the front, it stops at the bust point, then to my upper hip. And then I'm going to get a straight line like that too. Now we want to put our dart. That gets it get calculation. Now, you know, for our bust circumference and our hip circumference, we did divide by 2 in a way. Abi? Yes. We did divide by 2. But our waist circumference is always divided by 4. Please, let somebody divide 29.5 divided by 4. 29.5. 20. 7.375. You will be wondering, how do we want to get that 7.375? You know, this is 7.25 and this is 7.5. Aṣá ti mọ̀ pé in between ló wà. Kò lọ far rárá, ẹ má àdé máa disturb ara wa. So I'm going to mark that. And I'm going to go ahead here and do the same thing. 7.375. Are we still here?
Yes.
So you see this space, we call it the ease on the block. What we have from here to here, from here to here, we want to share it across this line. We want to share it. It's not hard at all. So I'm going to measure what I have here, from here to here. What I have is 1 point, it's more than 1.75. Èmi ṣáà ti mark here, mi ì mọ nǹkan tó jẹ́, but mo ti mark here. And then I brought it back to this place. This is like, this one I have to find number to it. This is like 3 maybe 3. Kò tó 3, but 3.25 lele, maybe 2.2 something. But I'm going to do 3.25. I'm just going to do 3.25 because whatever I have here is insignificant. And that 3.25, I need to calculate with it. I need to make a calculations with it. I'm going to go back again for comprehension. Yes, please. Ó ti ń lọ. Irọ́ kò rà. Ẹ má jẹ́ ó yá o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sílé. Ẹ má jẹ́ kó lọ. Kò tí ì lọ, àìtí yà. Oh yeah, let me go back. Okay, I'm going to repeat. I'm here for you. Don't worry, àti àná ni mo ti ń mu glucose boost. Okay, so kò tí ì dàrú. What did we do in the first place? Gbogbo bíbá yé wa. Abi, we divided our bust circumference by 2. Before we divided by 2, we took away our across bust from the total bust circumference. Àwa mú kan, a sọ di ìtó pọ̀ jù, a sọ di front. Ìtó kéré ó jẹ́, àwa ìgbà yẹn la wá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ divide by 2. Nǹkan tá get fún ìtó pọ̀ jù la lò fún wájú. Ìta get fún ìtó kéré òun la lò fẹ́yìn. And the same thing for the hip. Ṣé yẹn yé wa? Now, ẹ mọ̀ pé divide by 2 la fi bust àti hip ṣe. Mo wá ní pé waist nìkan la máa divide by 4. Normal bá ṣe máa ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀. Waist ẹni yẹn 29.5. Ìgbà tá a divide by 4, ó fún wa ní 7.3 something. A mú 7.3 yẹn lórí pattern wa, a mark ẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Don't forget that we already have a line here. Yes. Abi? Ṣé yé wa? Ó lọ fà. Ó yé yín. Kí lorúkọ yín again? Adenike, a máa wá best student ní class torí gbogbo yín lẹ máa ṣe. So please, let's pay attention. Kò lé. One thing, if you zero your mind that eléyìí, mo ti wá sí ibi by lady, mo máa mọ̀, it's not hard at all. Okay, ṣebí nǹkan tó kù, àyèmí ṣáà mark ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ báyìí. Don't forget that this line is what we brought first. It's there. I did not use thick line because mo yìí máa parẹ́. The same thing, nígbà tí mo wá dẹ́yìn, ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ti yọ 0.75 lẹ́yìn already. Ìyẹn báyìí mo máa gé jáde. It's not needed for the pattern. So ibi tí center back mi ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ gangan lélẹ̀ báyìí sí. So ibẹ̀ ni mo máa ti fi 7.3 nǹkan tí mo mark níwájú, òun náà ni mo mark sí ẹ̀yìn. So nǹkan tó kù níbí báyìí àti nǹkan tó kù ní iwájú àtẹ̀yìn mo hard ẹ̀ papọ̀. Kò tiẹ̀ nídìí kí n hard. Ìgbà tí mo mark ẹ̀ ní ibi báyìí, mo gbé wá sí ibi báyìí, mo dẹ̀ mark ẹ̀, ó fún mi ní 3.25. Ṣé ó ti ń yé wa? Now 3.25 yẹn sì kí ni mo fẹ́ ṣe sí? I'm going to divide it by 6. Ó lọ gan. We are going to divide it by 6. 0.5 yẹn fẹ́ ní comma díẹ̀. 0.54. Aṣáà ní 0.5. Now it is not the same thing for everybody. Tí n bá sọ tọ̀dọ̀ mi fún yín, ó máa shock yín. Ẹlòmíì ó máa ní 0.75. Ẹlòmíì kò tiẹ̀ tọ̀dọ̀ mi ò pé 0.5. 0.4 ní tọ̀dọ̀ mi. So you have to measure it. You have to come up with this pattern. Tó bá lọ ní pé because I have full bust, so yẹ kó pọ̀ now. No, it doesn't work like that. It works with your pattern. Do you understand? So for this person, this pattern, I was looking for somebody that would give me conch pattern, conch measurements. Our measurements look straightforward, kind of. So our measurement is 0.5. So I'm going to do 0.5 on both sides. Don't forget that we did divide by 6. This is 1. This is 2. I'm coming here to do 0.5. 3. This is 4. Ó wá kù méjì àbí? Yes. Now, ibi tá ti wá dé ibi percentage of waist cinching lele. Waist tightening. here gbogbo nǹkan tí mo ní níbí báyìí méjèèjì tó kù níbí báyìí tó jẹ́ 1 tí mo bá dá padà sí ibi báyìí is everybody listening tí mo bá dá gbogbo 1 tí mo ní níbí báyìí tí mo bá dá padà sí ibi báyìí mo ti ṣe 100% bí mo ṣe any tightening fún I did not do any tightening torí gbogbo that tó wà níbí báyìí mo ti dá padà sí ibi báyìí I did not do any form of tightening. Now if I want to now do 25% tightening nínú 1 yìí mo máa dá 0.75 padà that is what 25% tightening. Are we still here?
Yes.
If I now want to do 50% tightening just one that ni mo máa dá padà sí ibi báyìí.
Sorry, 25% tightening is 0.25.
0.25 máa kọ yọ 0.25 kúrò ńbẹ̀ that's mo ti ṣe tightening with just 25% that means nǹkan tí mo yọ kúrò ńbẹ̀ kò tiẹ̀ pọ̀ rárá. Tí mo bá wá ṣe 50% is 0.5 mo ti ṣe 50% that ẹyọ kan péré òun ni mo dá padà sí ibi báyìí. Tí mo bá wá fẹ́ ṣe 75% people do it o máa kọ máa dá just quarter 0.25 péré ni màá yọ kúrò ńbẹ̀ gbogbo bíbí báyìí ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ti yọ gbogbo bíbí báyìí kúrò nìyẹn that means mo ti ṣe 75% tightening waist cinching.
Instead of that, it's 0.75.
No 25% 50% 75%. Tí mi bá wá dá kankan padà that will be 100%. Is this person's measurement is even a measurement? Shey you understand? I'm going to go over it again. I'm not even supposed to do it for the front, but it's still for the back, but it's still the same thing. Now let me explain it and go over it again. Okay. Okay. When we did 3.25, this is our ease on the block. 3.25. That's our ease on the block. Taba divided by 6. Nǹkan tó bá fún wa, ó fún wa ní 0.5. Òun ni ó máa jẹ́ that intake wa. Òun ni a máa fi bu that wa. Mo máa ṣe sí one part of mo bá ṣe ń bu that now. I don't want to teach us like beginners, but we are beginners to pattern. So that's why I'm trying to let us understand. So, gbogbo méjèèjì tá bá rò papọ̀, ó fún wa ní kíni 1 inch. Ṣé rí tí n bá dá gbogbo 1 inch yìí, tí mo bá dá padà sí ibi báyìí, mi ò snatch waist rárá. No, a máa take that yìí. A máa take nǹkan tí mo wá take, mo ti dá padà. That means 29 tí ó wà ńbẹ̀. 29 tó wà ńbẹ̀, òun ni mo ti dá padà. Tá bá lọ kà á báyẹn, tá bá lọ wò nínú this is 3. Ẹ mọ̀ pa ti dá padà sí 3. 7 point kí la ṣe 7.3. Ẹ má gbàgbé pé 0.54 la get. Gbogbo 0.54 yìí tó kù ni ó wà nínú bíbí báyìí. 4 eléyìí 4 lọ́nà mẹ́fà. 0.004 lọ́nà mẹ́fà yẹn. Òun ni kékeré yìí. If not, it's supposed to be on that 7.3 gbogbo. Ṣó ti yé yín? That means I did not do any waist cinching on it. Bí nǹkan tí mo mú kúrò ńbẹ̀, mo ti dá padà síbẹ̀. Now, mo wá ní pé there is 25% waist cinching, there is 50%, there is 75%, and there is 100%. Àwọn tó máa ṣe 100% yẹn, ó dà pé wọ́n ní rib rárá. Ìyẹn ó dà pé wọ́n ní àwọn rib yẹn. So if we want to do 75%, that means I'm 25%. That means máa kọ yọ 0.25 kúrò ńbẹ̀. Ẹ rí pé ìta báyìí ni mo ti yọ. Máa yọ 0.725 kúrò ńbẹ̀. Mo ti ṣe 25% waist snatching. Now, some people will say that means you have done 75% waist cinching. Bó bá ṣe yé oníkálùkù ni kó ṣe interpret it. For me, I've done 25% tightening. Why? Because I've taken 0.225 out of my neck. Kò bá wá jẹ́ pé nǹkan tí mo get in the báyìí tó bá ju 1 lọ, tó jẹ́ 1.5, tó jẹ́ 2, tó jẹ́ whatever, divide it by 4. When you divide it by 4, tó wá yọ 1 of 4 kúrò, that's 25%. Because it is not 1 inch for everybody. Ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ ti yé yín? Now, tí mo bá wá decide láti ní pé ẹ mọ̀ pé bí 25% ní ìsìn ó dàbí half of this and this one to half. So tí mo bá yọ gbogbo eléyìí kúrò tí mo dá padà sí ibi báyìí, that's what 50%. Tí mo bá ní pé wo I want to do 75%, máa dá 3/4 yẹn má dá padà sí bíbá máa ní pé 100%, that means mo kọ tẹ gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá ni mo ti yọ kúrò ní. There are people like that o. There are people like that that dey do 100% waist cinching, and most of no, most of the time they will not finish it with zip. They will finish like this bó ṣe wà ń sìn. You can now do lacing to it if you do 100%. You can do lacing with it, because by the time you bring this here, you bring this to this place. No, ni mú that yẹn a máa ti gé kúrò nínú that means you are still going to cut it out. That means you have taken from here, you have taken, that's 100%. I think we have tackled waist cinching now. Now, but for this person, I like this madam. I don't want to kill her. So we are just going to do 25%. So I'm going to this is now the line I want to use. Now it's okay to do 25% for anybody. It's okay to do 25%. And like I said, some people will say 75%. You can come across it online and they will say, some people will say 75%. What Darun teaches is rubbish. No, some people call it bó ṣe yé mi, bó ṣe bí èmi ṣe lè interpret ẹ̀ tó yé mi ni mo ṣe kọ yín yẹn. Ṣé you understand? So I'm going to take this out. That means I'm not needing this line. This is my line, actual line. By the time tí mo bá mú that mi, tí mo dẹ̀ mú kékeré yìí kúrò níbẹ̀, I can still zip. I'm going to show you some kind of zip. That's when somebody will want to sew simple dress like somebody kẹ́ lọ mú 25,000 naira wá. Nǹkan tá à ń lò kọ́ ló ń lò. There is a zip that they call SBS zip. They sell it for 1.5, and you cannot even see it everywhere. Before you see it, it's only sold in Yaba. Idumota, or if you know a vendor already, but Yaba ó pọ̀ bí water. Sure, you understand? Now we want to take in our darts now. On this bust point, you are going to come down by 1 inch. Because Alemu that day is going over. Yes, ma'am, please.
You divided that 3.25 into 6.
Yes.
I used just 4.
Yes.
What about the 2?
The remaining 2 is what we want to use for waist cinching. That's the calculation. That if you divide it by 6 and you have used 4, the remaining 2 for one bed is what you will get it here. Now let's say the remaining 2. Let's say from here now I took 0.5. I add the 0.5. Ẹ mọ̀ pé tí mo bá mú the 0.5 sí ibi bíbá yìí ní line ta ní tẹ́lẹ̀. Tí mo bá ní mo mú 0.5 ipe ó wà ní bíbá yìí. Ẹ rí i pé kò ní dàbí ẹni pé mo snatch anything. You can as well do that. You can as well do that. And the remaining 0.5 from the first line ta ṣe yẹn, you will put it here. I've tried both. I've done this. We have done this before. I've tried this one before. I still have some kind of excess on it. Do you understand? So that's why I decided that this method, tẹ́ bá ti lo mẹ́rin tó kù, ìyókù, transfer it back. Tẹ́ bá ṣe fẹ́ sí from there you can calculate. And don't forget that I took it from the line here, not from my waistline here. I took it from the line here inside. Abi, take and go through it, or we understand. You know, I've done it here. I've done it here. What we did is we did our normal this thing measurement. Nǹkan tó kù 3.25. I divided by 6. Nǹkan tó kù wa 0.5 àti sílẹ̀ níbí báyìí. Mo wá ní pé tá bá dá gbogbo nǹkan tó wà ní dàtí tá dá padà sí ibi báyìí from ibi báyìí wá sí ibi báyìí 1 inch. Tá bá dá gbogbo ẹ̀ padà sí ibi báyìí. Tá mú sí Wait, just hold on. Okay, this is our 7.3. We put 1 inch here. So it's when we add our divided by 4. Ibi by lower. From here, tá bá dá gbogbo pattern yìí padà. Ibi by la fẹ́ dá padà sí. Kò ṣá lè jẹ́ láti ibi báyìí. Ṣé method yẹn ti yé wa? 1 inch tá ṣe sí ibi báyìí. Tá bá fẹ́ dá padà, it is going to be from the waist. So it's not from the end here. Okay, I think we are okay with that, Abi. Any question? Can you hear? Oh yeah, everybody, Abi. Okay. So from here now, for the back, add that 1 inch yẹn padà sí ibi báyìí. Ẹ mọ̀ pé a kò yọ 0.25. So ibi bí báyìí ni mo máa dá ilé ìpadà sí.
So it was about to front of the
Yes, the same percentage. Yes, the same percentage. Yes. Now, if you see that manipulation dress to make sense, they do 50. Some people do 50%. Some people do 75. In fact, me, I did 50%. It was not even tight enough. Why? Because that manipulation does not have underbust tightening. It does not have OMAT. Do you understand? Okay, we are not doing that manipulation today. All right. Do we understand that? So let us draw our that line. Maybe you know how we got our that intake now. This is enough for us. Let's make the lower part.